Hi everyone. So I'm gonna tell about Panzerdoc company. First of all, I will tell you who we are. Next, I will explain why we have only one game and why it keeps growing over years. I also tell you about what kind of project we work on, and just to give you a clue or somehow help you to understand if you are right match for our company. And the next one is why I believe that our team is the key to success of our business and the only thing I have to care about. And then I want to share a bit more about values, and so you can decide if it's right time to apply or not. So first of all, Panzerdoc, it's a Finnish company with Russian roots. So most of our teammates are from Kaliningrad, Moscow, and St. Pete, and some of our colleagues working from other countries, including Finland. So currently we are a team of 15 plus people, 50 plus, mostly young, and some of our team are with many years of experience in game industry, and some of them are just newcomers with less than an hour or less than a year experience. So next, what is tactical? It's a mobile shooter, but it's a VIET shooter. So it's not a first-person shooter or a third-person shooter. Instead, you're looking from the above to the battlefield. And so many players ask us to switch to a usual way, to a usual point of view, but we didn't. And this created this very niche shooter. And however, the players who installed it 2.5 years ago still playing it. So it's it's a unique game with physics and cars which you can grab and drive them. And literally, there are no similar games currently. And it was 2.5 years. They tried to make the same game and managed to make it happen. Well, mostly because the game is technically very difficult and complex inside. And this niche game has around 20 million installs and even more millions in revenue. And this game as a business is growing constantly every year, like by 20 to 50% every year. And why it happens, I believe that the key reason is our belief in. I think that innovation is the only way to survive and the only way to live. And so what kind of innovation we have in our company? It's mostly about production, marketing, social interactions with our players, and more. I'll give you some examples. So what is social sale? So we at our company decided that our players better understand when a sale should be started, at what terms, and how long it should last. And so I ask our players, what if we stop running sales in our game, and what if you will decide when and how to organize them? And this, as a result, we developed a clan sale feature, and this feature is working way better than when our company decided and our employees decided to run a sale. So actually, players better know than us how this thing should work. And so this idea is about letting our players decide how this game should look and what should happen in our game. Another vivid picture is about product lifecycle management. So what we do is when we add some new content to our game, we also know how long this content will be popular, and we can manage this lifecycle. So at this picture, you can see that a particular operator or a weapon was popular at one moment and became nerfed buffed at some moment, and so more or less people start using it. And by managing this life cycle, we can grow our business and make some parts of our game less interesting or more interesting. And there are many more projects that we plan to implement and integrate into our game. So what kind of projects we will have next year, and how can you decide if this company and what we work on could be interesting to you? So for example, next year we are going to launch a project, and hopefully we'll complete it next year, about building a community of 1 million of players from different countries and multiple cultures. Another interesting project to work on is making our live ops operated by AI. So currently we have 3 to 4 people managing and deciding when to run a particular offer and start particular event in our game. I believe that AI could do this better, and so we eventually have just 0 person managing live ops. Another interesting thing is making a world-class or best remote workplace. So we believe that pandemic will last for probably years, or probably we will keep working from home like we do now. And considering this, we have to think about how we can make a best workplace for our colleagues. And this project have to be implemented next year. We're also thinking about planning to launch a new office in Southeast Asia, because so many players are there, and we have to better understand their culture and what they like in our game. Another project which could be interesting to you is switching to 4 days work week. Why we believe that this is important? Well, because we believe that we can constantly improve our performance, and so at some day it will be unnecessary to work 5 days a week. And for me personally, having just 4 days means that I can spend more time with Puck, a hockey puck. It's a cat, which is playful and adorable, and so we can spend more time in our family playing with a cat. And you may spend more time with your family and your hobby, maybe pet project, whatever. I think it's important, and we need a person who will help us improve our processes so we can afford this. So eventually, as you can see, working on these kind of projects and having this innovation in these companies, it's crucial to have a right team. It's crucial to constantly make our team happier, more powerful, and efficient. And I will give you an example of people who are currently working in our company. Starting from the left, the first one is Mark. As a game designer, he invented and designed features like Clown Sale, like VIPS3, and other things that eventually in just 1 year brought company around 5 to 6 millions in revenues. In the middle, it's Maria or Masha. He is head of our analytics, and in a year she made analytics an everyday part of our lives. She helped all the game designers and all the stakeholders to better understand how our business, how our game is working. What are important things when we are doing well, and we are doing not so well. And the third person is Dima or Dmitry. He's our CTO, and he's the person who actually developed this game from the beginning, and who made a custom law low-end protocol, network protocol that made physics in this mobile game to be a world class, to best in the world probably for a shooter game. So in a year, on the next Nordic Games, I hopefully will see some of you here as a person who made a meaningful and huge impact on our business. And so if you believe that our core values, our projects that we work on, and probably new game that we'll start developing next year, this is somehow resonates with you. So just drop me a line. Even if you're not applying, if you like the ideas that I told you today, just drop me a message. Thank you, that's all.
Roman, we have a question. What is the probability of getting QA, QC job for international people at Panzerdoc?
All right, QA, QC. Let me see. Well, currently, all of our QAs are working from different parts of Russia, so they're not communicate much in English. So, but well, eventually we're about to launch or start another international office, and we'll have more people talking in English. So probably not right now, but next year